Submit spirit to form matter. Our celestial humanity arrives, awake in a dream, an inception of our reality. So we live, we love, and then there is music. So we dance, we sing, we praise, we reflect. In the infinite in between, the now that was, faces dance in our dreams. Some familiar, some
a single vision radio.
Cosmic composition. In the irrelevance of this time, we realize the passion of the random action, learning the lesson that the brotherhood of man is far more important than the ego of any individual. Imagination becomes the sound of thought, traveling at the speed of art. So we paint on the canvas of our ephemeral encounters, a masterpiece of memory that lives in the eternity of a child's mind. Good evening. Keeping with the theme, planet Earth. What I've learned so far. I'm going to call this one Life, Liberty, and My Pursuit of Happiness. And this will probably be my last one because I'm going to get off this soapbox. This ain't my thing. But I did a bunch of other ones that's supposed to go with this, but as I look back at them, I was like, nah, this ain't even what I put it like this. Life purpose is living a life full of purpose. You don't have to have riches to enjoy life. Now, I'm going to talk about a few different subjects. The first one, I'm going to talk to the brothers and the sisters out there, the black men and women. If y'all really want to get yourself together, join the Nation of Islam. I'll leave it at that. If you really want to have heaven and paradise, I'm not saying that everything's perfect, but it's old school. It's old school. It's not like this crazy world we living in. It's old school. It's parents, grandparents, children, grandchildren, old school domestic teaching for the men and the women, teaching and training how to be men and how to be women. That's what they do. You know, everybody thinks it's about, whatever you think it's about and scared to go. I think you should go check it out. I miss my opportunities. Some things happen, and I really don't think I'm worthy of anything of that magnitude at this point. At least that's what I feel the God has felt, not to beat myself up, because I still got to live my life. you know. And that's what I'm doing. Brother told me once you get these teachings, you gotta live your life. You know, and that's what I'm doing. I had a few bumps in the road, and I got to a point where I thought I was gonna get married and work things out, and it didn't happen that way. You know. And I don't blame anybody but myself, because I'm a hard master, you know, figure of speech, you know. I want things my way. And if I can't get them my way, I just be by myself. And a lot of people say that's all or nothing thinking, or whatever, what have you, but at this point, that's where I'm at. Till somebody comes along, till she comes along and gives me a different point of view, and I don't see her coming for no time soon. And I ain't really going looking nowhere neither. I know I'm only half a man without a woman, you know. But life is a struggle. Just like you had a struggle going into the womb, this world is like a womb too. It's like a womb too, and you struggling to get back to the womb again when you become a man, to do it all over again, as many times as you see fit to reproduce yourself. I plan on, hopefully I can live a long time to get past all of this crazy world. Because I think I'm fortunate that I didn't have a family and raise children in this crazy world, because I don't know if I could handle some of the things they're doing to people's families now. I wouldn't have them in the world, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you one thing, if I would homeschool my children, if I had children, find some kind of advanced curriculum to teach them everything at home. Teach them college courses when they're children, you know, advanced stuff, you know. But I look at the world and men and life and women. You know, I look at life, and life is living in frequency earth. Love is lifetimes of valuable experiences. So I've had 2 lifetimes so far I've gone through in this dispensation of time. And it's been a rough one. I'm grateful though. I'm grateful for every lesson. It ain't over yet. I'm still living. Still working on me. Might take me some time more. People say, well, how long is it going to take? You know, everybody take different times, you know. Love is work. Love is fun. Love is pleasurable. Love is joy. Love is kind. Love is compassionate. Love is caring. Love is frequency. Love is gratitude. Love is action. Love is motion. Love is stillness. Love is quiet. Love is music. Love is food. Love is drink. Love is life. Love is God. Love is man. Love is a woman. Love is family. Love is friends. Love is building a future for yourself and your family. Love is your community. Love is structure. Structure has laws, but laws without love has no foundation. Men naturally are the rulers of their own destiny. Women are love. Men, everything is accomplishment or conquest. That's the goal. Even when we go into the egg, it's a conquest. How many of these sperms I can get past? Because I'm going to get to it. That would be a good animated film to teach children, about the seed of life. A nice way to do it without showing all of the details too much. But even if you did, it would be teaching them about life. And have a little sperm trying to get up there and get to the egg and everything and whatnot, what have you. And going to school, all the thoughts of the man formulating. It would be funny. And then the baby growing, whatnot. Then coming out of the womb. I've learned that time is irrelevant. There's only the compassion of the random abstract. However long it takes, that's how long I'll wait. Might not be this lifetime. Might be another lifetime. Maybe I didn't meet the goal this lifetime. Maybe I won't meet the goal. Maybe I will. All I can do is just keep working at it. Freedom, when you're free to answer to nobody but yourself, God is a lonely place. It's a lonely place when you're a human. You get to do for everybody, but you rarely get anybody to do for you. Not that you need them to do for you, because God is above all need. You know. But I say this: health is wealth. And the sooner you get on a regimen of living righteous, eating healthy and living healthy and righteous, and practicing it on a day-to-day basis, the better off you'll be. You won't end up like an old fool like me. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff. I've experienced a lot of stuff, but showing and proving what and who I am, the universe knows it. But you don't have to, I know I don't have to prove nothing to nobody but myself, but some things I haven't experienced as a human being. But nonetheless, I have gratitude. Now I always give praise to the Most High Creator. Never stop doing that, regardless to my condition or situation. As long as you can do that, you'll be okay. I know it's a lot of people that probably in a similar situation like me, you know. Tried to find a mate, didn't work out. Might have found several mates and it didn't work out. But never had a mate, never had children, never knew what the experience was like, you know, made some mistakes in life. Nobody calls you or talks to you. You know, people call me and talk to me every now and then. I do get that. I'm grateful for that. But I spend a lot of time alone. And I'm glad my mother taught us how to master the art of being alone. Am I lonely? Nah. As long as I got God, I'll never be lonely. Because He's always showing me new aspects and facets of His divinity. And how much He has to offer. From the least little things. I'm grateful for the gift of music I was given. I'm grateful for the gift of writing I was given. I'm grateful for all the gifts I've been given and talents. And I've been using them to an extent, you know. You want to see what some of the stuff I've been doing and done, just go to ascendivisions.com. I got a store there. There's books. You could read my word or read my mind, however you want to look at it. There's books there in the store, Piece of Pie Books. I don't charge anything because God gave it to me free. So I don't charge anything, but if you want to donate, you can do that. You know, I'm not trying to get rich off nobody. If you do donate, it'll go towards continuing the work that I do with my website, and I help people, you know. When I get money, I help family and friends, you know. That's what I like to do. Somebody else out there is struggling besides me, so I may as well help somebody else. We'll help each other, you know. I don't regret anything. Decisions I made, you know, I could have went about them a different way, but what's done is done. You can't change it. Be it the will of God, He can change it. But I ain't even worried about that. I'm just gonna keep on praising the Lord, giving praise and thanks to the Most High. So, the pursuit of happiness at this point is every day is a new day and a new start to a new you. I'm not saying you got to start over each day, but each day is a new blueprint. Each day is a new plan. Each day you can set new goals. If He wakes you up in the morning, you got another chance. So go for it until He calls you home. To enjoy life, everywhere you go, you got to do the same thing. The basic functions: eat, sleep, defecate. If you're married, have sex. Even if you're not married, you're going to have sex. Marry, make children, you know. Eat and drink. Look at different scenery. You do the same thing all the time. It's just a matter of going through the duty of living and pursuing happiness for yourself. You find out new things you like. You do that till you get tired of it. Then you do something else till you get tired of it. And you just live your life enjoying life until you get tired of living. Then you just leave. You get called home when you fulfilled your purpose. My current project that I've done is a vision scroll. Not trying to get no followers or no likes or whatever you want to look at it, trying to get rich or trying to get somebody to listen to what I say. I'm just saying this is what I learned so far. This is my vision scroll. What I learned so far. You can find it on my website, The Piece of Pie Books. I used to know what the future held for me because I was plotting a course. Then I just let go. So I'm not driving anymore. Not in that lane. I'm working on my pilot's license so I can fly. You know, I look at a lot of things where I am in life and look at my condition and situation. And a lot of times I think, and I know, there's a lot more to me and everybody connected to me that meets the eye. You know, both seen and unseen. And what I'm going through it as a sacrifice so that nobody else has to go through this. I want to go through it all and by myself because I don't want to put nobody through nothing like this dealing with me. I'm not a bad person. I could make a glorious partner in a relationship. I could be that. But I haven't found that one. She hasn't found me. But I'm at an age now where I won't say I gave up looking, but I'm focusing on just enjoying life with what I have. You know, that's what my mother told me on her deathbed. You know, she said, I said, Ma, you know, what advice would you give to somebody, you know, about life? You know, I thought she was gonna give me a bunch of scriptures and tell me about the Bible and Jesus or something, but she said it's 2 words, simple: enjoy life. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. That's what I say to you. As you live, don't live for the I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Just enjoy life. Do what you like to do. If you need structure, if you need discipline, go to the nation. Why don't I say go to the church? Okay, you can go to the church. But ain't nobody gonna give you the discipline and the structure, family structure, old school, without all the drama. Yeah, it's gonna be some drama. It may be, depending on who you pick to be a husband or wife and how y'all approach things. But there's structure there. There's structure and there's regiment and there's discipline. I heard the military, the U.S. military, is gone to the dogs now. It ain't like it used to be no more. Even though they used to break you down, now this thing got soft. Ain't nothing soft about the nation. Yeah, I know you got the Panthers and more science and NGE and you got all of that. That all goes together because you got to pick your spot and get in where you fit in. But to me, just to me, one of the most dignified places, you know how white folks, black folks look at white folks in the high society and be like, you know, when they don't have knowledge of self and they be like, I want to be like them. I want to learn how to play classical music and this, that. Well, I ain't going to say nation is like white folks, but I'll say the nation is our high society. That's the highest society you can get to. And it's not like they stuck up and conceited and all that. It's just dignified. That's the most they the most dignified people I know. I know a lot of them say, you know, we not all perfect. I know that. But it's just people that's the most beautiful people I've seen on the planet. People that's striving to live right. I mean, yeah, it happens in all walks of life. You know, with Buddhists, Christians, Jehovah's Witness. I've experienced all people in all walks of life that are striving and are righteous and whatnot and what have you, and are beautiful. I'm not saying that they you know, to knock anybody else. I'm just saying that from what I've experienced, this is what I've learned so far. What I've experienced and witnessed, you know, is that they got it together. They got it together. Not perfect, but they working on the goal. And when you can sit back and watch and see something in design and hear people talk and express themselves and such is so beautiful and separated from this crazy world, something that's old school, you know, like sitting down talking to your grandparents back 20, 30, 40 years ago, you know, when they used to be, I mean, they got young grandparents now, but I guarantee you, the grandparents in the nation, if they young, they are very wise. They got training. Got beautiful children, well behaved. The women know how to act with and without their husbands. And I ain't talking about no control stuff. They got their own teaching. The men got their own teaching. And it's a beautiful thing, you know? It's a beautiful thing. The NGE got that too, but it ain't, you know, it's like everybody for themselves pretty much, you know, once you learn something out in the world. You know, the NGE has accomplished the goal of conquering the world, really, with hip-hop, but there's problems with that now, but they working it out. But everybody, they changed the world with hip-hop and rap and everything. They changed the world. Everybody's looking at them now. You know, now they got to straighten out and get their act together and do their thing on another level. It's time to go into a different cipher. an elevated cipher on, I'm not saying this need to be, change this and change that. Just get rid of all the negativity. That's all you gotta do. I ain't nobody, so don't look at me like I'm trying to tell you what to do. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do. I'm just expressing what I've experienced. I know some wise brothers and sisters. And I got wise brothers and sisters in my family. So it kept me afloat. I know a little bit of something. I've been to school. I know the rules for a fool. Everybody plays a fool sometimes. No exception to the rule. Music. Let's talk about music. Man, music is life, like my brother Malik Austin would say. Music is life. When I heard him say that and I saw him say that and do that album, I was like, wow, that was so deep. Because you look at life and everything in this world, the background is always some music with it. There's always some music somewhere. Always some music somewhere. I'm not talking about the music with lyrics and all the negative stuff about, the hateration and the sad love songs and the negative stuff, the cussing and the threatening to kill and murder and all that stuff and nigga this, nigga that. I ain't talking about all that. I'm talking about pure music. The music without words. Music without words. In the right frequency. That's what holds everybody together. That's what holds everybody together. What I learned about men. Like I said, every man wants to be the ruler of his own destiny. That's what I've learned. Conflicts with most men been over little trivial stuff. Somebody strike a nerve, you say something to him, his ego get bruised, and he want to fight or cuss you out or something like that. As men, you either got thin skin or thick skin. You can take a joke and shoot a joke. You got to shoot your shot back, because men is always conquest and domination, world domination. If you in their world or you're in their world, they want to dominate something. They always got to dominate something. That's the story of our lives when we got here. You made it. You beat out a billion other mugs to get here. Billions of other mugs to get here. So that's your goal from day one. You try to beat everybody else to get to the goal. Then when you get to that goal, you try to get to another goal. You do another goal. That's just our nature. We want it all. We want it all. Every man want it all. They say they don't, but you give them the opportunity to get some more from what they got. They'll get it. I don't care what kind of man you talking about. They all want to dominate. Even a submissive man want to dominate. He just do it a different kind of way. But the brotherhood of man is far more important than the ego of any individual. And I think when the teaching was taught, make all men join the FOI, make all men and boys join the FOI, man, y'all don't know how powerful that is. You really don't. You really don't know how powerful that statement is. You really don't know how powerful it is. Could you imagine that? I'm not saying, everybody, I don't want to be a robot and this and that. That's what they think. But when you know what I know, and know what a lot of other people know, that's a powerful statement, brother. I don't care what color you are. That's a powerful statement. Because if every man got the teachings and right guidance and followed it, because once you go in there, it's like another womb. It's another womb. But it's a focused womb where you are actually not trying to, you're not trying to be defeated by the other seeds, but you're being encouraged so that each one can make the goal. I'm not saying they don't have no problems and stuff, You got agents and provocateurs and stuff, you got all that, but ain't nobody worried about that small time stuff no more. When you get knowledge of self, you don't worry about none of that stuff no more. Because even those agents and provocateurs, they get persuaded to go the right way too. When it's all over and done with, and they be looking at this world like, oh, what? No, I want heaven. I want paradise. They'll use you just like you think you using them. Uncle Sam. But women are love, man. Women are love, brother. All the stuff we done to them over all these years and stuff they put up with, especially the black woman. I'm gonna talk about the black woman. The black woman been holding this world down for over 66 trillion years. Think about that. She been holding it down for over 66 trillion years, brother. 66 trillion years. Over that long. And before that, you can't really measure. Ain't no birth record. Man. She been holding it down. She is love, brother. Ain't nobody got love like that on the planet. Nobody. That's why everybody want her. But see, what the problem is, everybody think when they get her, oh, I'm just going to get her to do this and do that. But God don't have it like that. Even if he let you get a black woman, if you don't treat her right, he going to run you crazy behind her if you don't treat her right. And you going to live in a literal miserable hell if you don't do right by her. That's just real talk. You might think you're doing something and getting away with something, but when it comes down to it, that's God's woman. She is love. And you have to qualify to get that kind of love. I'm not saying I am or I'm not qualified. Because I've had some. And I ain't talking about sex. I'm talking about love. Look, when I'm talking about the love, I'm talking about, look at your mother. And just women in general. Women in general, but I'm focused on the black woman. But look at women in general. All the stuff we didn't put them through. All the stuff we didn't did to them. You know. Other women might have gotten privilege and did stuff. But look what the one black woman done been through. Look what she done been through. And we still try to dog her out and talk about her and do this and do that and other. But the black woman, man, look at your mama. Look at your sister, your wife, your cousins, your aunties, your nieces. Stuff they've done, stuff they've said, stuff that they do. Woman is love, brother. Just like they say God is love, the woman is love. Just that close too. I'm telling you. I'm in this womb now trying to make it to the egg, you know, of this world. Still, here 55 years. But I'm telling you, she's loved, brother. Don't mess it up. If you get one, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Family. Look. And I'll specifically deal with, you know, England and all of them. They cut loose the mental hospitals and whatnot. And even when they had them, people weren't treating them right. They just treated them like, you know, when you raise your children, you got to remember, when you get old, they get to pick your nursing home or whether they let you stay with them or not. So you got to treat people right. And when it comes to mental illness, look, go look after your family, man. Look after your people. Get your people off these streets. No, nobody need to be out here wandering around on the ziggity boom. Get them some help. If I had the money, I would just drive around and pick up people and set up a shelter where they can, you know, have all the resources right there. You know, you would think somebody would did that, but there's so much bureaucracy and red tape and hustling going on in the system. You got to do this, you got to do that. If I had something, I'd just open up and say, hey, come one, come all. Get them cleaned up, get them a shower, whatever they need to do. Sit down and counsel with them, see where they need to be, where they want to go. They need mental health treatment, get them that. They need health treatment, get them that. They need employment. I know there's places that's doing this, but, you know, we still got people on the street. So something they doing ain't right. You know, don't just, you know, come around and give out food and give them clothes and think they're gonna be all right. We need some extreme care. Extreme care for people. Get all these people off the street, no matter what color they are. Get them off the street. Find out their story. Find out which way they was trying to go, or which way they want to go. Get them cleaned up and straightened up and change their story so they have a testimony. You know? Help them out. All these people that's doing wayward things, find out why they doing it. Why they that way. They get locked up in jail. Well, now some people don't want to change. Some people just evil. Can't do nothing about them. You just leave them alone. Let the evil accidents of time take over them. You know, unless they want to be reformed. Because you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. And you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. That's just real talk. Some people are natural born killers, crooks, criminals, thugs, punks, hoodlums. And that's all walks of life, all creeds, class, and colors. It's based off of how you was raised and trained. But I guarantee you, the nation can change everything. They can take the worst criminal and make a god out of it. I ain't talking about no evil God neither. I'm talking about somebody that's righteous and can raise up the dead. Even the least little person can do great things. For themselves and the community. Everybody jockeying for position. Like I said, this world is a womb. You know? Everybody trying to get a black woman now. Everybody. Some people are, I don't want no black woman, I want me a white woman. Okay. Do you, bro. I know where the goal at. The diamonds, the riches, the rubies, heaven, paradise. The secret of God is in the black woman, bro. It's really in every woman, but it's specifically in the black woman. And she gonna always be there for us in this world. She gonna always be there. Because she is eternal and infinite. Like, you know, always have been, always will be. Black man is too. Always have been, always will be. I guarantee you, if you live a life in this world, if you make things better for a black person, and you be kind to a black person, and help them out, love them unconditionally, you'd be surprised the blessings that come your way. You'd be real surprised. Someone with gratitude. Family. Love your family. Quit fighting with your family. If you can't get along, just love them from a distance. Live your life and still do anything for them if they need it. And I say that if anybody need anything from me, if you don't want to talk to me, give word to somebody else and say, ask so-and-so if he could do so-and-so. But don't tell him it's me or whatever. It's whatever you want, whatever you need. If I got it, you got it. That's what I'm here for. This is what I learned so far. Hopefully, There'll be many more years to learn some more. And maybe I'll talk some more on what I learned. If I learn new lessons. And this is what I learned so far. Love is lifetimes of valuable experiences. These have been mine. Last thing. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about elders and seniors and elder and senior care. They are the most valuable assets we have to give insight about yesterday and the days ahead. Don't wait till they gone and be like, oh man, I wish I could have talked to him. I wish I could have, You don't have to try to talk to all of them or talk to as many as you can. Get closer. You can pick one. Befriend the elders, your grandparents, your uncle, your cousin, somebody you know. Befriend the elder. Get the wisdom. Get the knowledge and understanding you need to live your life. Listen to what they got to say. Make sure they don't have a want for anything. They need something done, go and do something for them. I got a lot of stuff I talk about in that vision scroll on Piece of Pie Books on my website, ascendedvisions.com. And I talk about different things and whatnot. But take care of your elders, man. Respect the elders. These days it's a shame when you hear somebody beat up on an old man or old woman or somebody like that. We need to respect our elders and take care of our elders and seniors. And if you know how to work the technology, and one of my weekdays, Wednesday, is when I'm trying to learn technology and teach seniors and elders tech literacy. Because that's one thing I've learned working with a lot of elders and seniors. They're not real tech literate. Even some young people not really that tech literate, but they're not tech literate. They get their grandkids or their children to teach them how to work a computer or cell phone or something like that. Help teach them how to work their technology, because it's necessary in this world and what's coming up. Make sure they got meals. Make sure somebody checking on them if they live by themselves. See how they doing. If they need something done, do it if you can, or get somebody else to do it if you can. Just make sure everything is cool with them. And get the wisdom. Got questions, ask them before they go. Ask the questions. Anything. They'll talk to you. You got some questions about their siblings or your mother or your grandfather or somebody. You want to always ask something about what they did or where they was or where they been and what they learned. Get knowledge from them. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They got it. Talk to them. It'll help you figure things out. Love the elders. Respect the elders. Protect the elders. Just like you should love, respect, and protect women and children. Men gonna be men. They gonna do what they gonna do. But women, children, and elders should be respected, protected, and not neglected. They should be respected and protected. And elevated to a higher degree of respect.